Hello and welcome to part 1 of the Night Moves pinball restoration videos. I posted a video up not too long ago just showing off, well, just a quick look over the game when it was still all together, and also listening to the music. As you can see now, the game is completely in pieces. So what this is the base unit. So the actual sort of cabinet, I guess, comes apart into two pieces. I'll show you the other bit shortly, but this is the base unit. Sits on the ground, completely stripped. I just pan inside of pretty much everything apart from some earth braiding. So coin door has been taken off, and all the boards and the boards that the PCBs sit on are all taken out. Wiring looms have been ripped out, and pretty much this has been hoovered out and given a good clean. So at the moment it's nice and clean, but I'm thinking I'm not going to do anything with the inside. And to be honest, the outside, it's a bit difficult to see with this light, is not too bad, but there's odd little scuffs and marks. You can sort of see some there. So I'm going to give this a sort of a quick dusting over with some black spray paint. Not a huge paint job, I don't think it needs it, but just a quick, see if there's anything on the back. It's not too bad around the back, you see, but a quick dusting over with some black spray paint just to tidy it up a bit, and then I might give it a quick coat with some clear as well, just to protect the paint. So here's some of the parts that have been stripped out of the base unit. You can see all of the silver boards are basically the boards that the PCBs sit on. Just going to give them a clean. I don't think there's much more. To be honest, everything's in pretty decent shape already coming out of this game. I think it's been sat for a long time unused. But yeah, the boards just need a bit of a clean. Again, these two are slightly different board holders. Again, just a bit of a clean up. There's no real damage. And then sort of sitting on top of it is the wiring loom from the bottom of the cabinet. Again, nothing too bad. A bit dusty, so we'll give it a clean up. But it can pretty much go back in straight like that as it is. If I pan over, just over the top of Adams, over to the top of the other game, is some more bits and pieces, so connectors that I've taken out. The big main apron plastic is under there. That is going to need to clean up and over some polish and stuff. But I haven't really started on the top side of the playfield yet. I'll show that again in a bit. More parts of the wiring loom you can see, including the power switch. What else have we got? The original speakers. Debating whether to try and find better speakers or just go with what we've got. I'm not too sure yet. They look in good condition. It's just whether I want to go for anything better. Coin mech. What else? And then I suppose this is the coin door. Now this has got a bit of surface rust and bubbling. I've already given this a very quick key with some sandpaper. I'm going to get the sander on this and actually sand this. Maybe not all the way back to bare metal, but definitely sand it back more than this. And again, spray paint it black and clear it. The tub here is just the parts from the, see if I can show you, parts from the inside of the coin door that I've just taken off. So that'll get a good paint up, and hopefully with the other bits that I've already shown cleaned up, that should get the cabinet looking quite nice. So here's more hardware out of the base unit of the cabinet, all the black metal parts basically. These have all been cleaned either in the sink or with the electrosonic cleaner, and then scuffed up a bit with some sandpaper. These are all ready for painting, so again I'm just going to give them a spray with the black spray paint and then over with the clear. It's mainly obviously loads of carriage bolts holding various bits and pieces in. These are the brackets that hold the playfield in and how it hinges. This is where the playfield locks down. That's the bracket for the playfield lock down at the front, and there's the actual lock itself. This actually bolts on underneath and is something to wrap the mains lead around, so when you're moving it around. And then we've got the speaker grills. There's the two small ones and then the big one for the larger speaker. Over here we've got a load of the plastic parts or bits I'm not painting. These have already been cleaned up, so a lot of this has already gone through the ultrasonic cleaner. So a bit of the earth braid that was just loose. The knocker coil and its various bits and pieces, and its bracket, flipper buttons obviously, switch covers, loom brackets, all the P-clips, and then this little plastic chain is used, I think it connects to the playfield, so you can't over lift the playfield so it doesn't flip over and flip over backwards. It was disconnected when I got the game. I don't think it's going to do much, but the weight of the playfield would, I think, snap this because it's plastic. But we've cleaned it up and we'll put it back in anyway. It's all part of the original game. So they're just a few more parts, and then we're going to have a look at the PCBs now. So this is the other part of the cabinet, the top part that the playfield actually sits in. It's kind of sitting on its side at the moment. Again, this has been hoovered out and then cleaned and polished. It's basically just a wooden cabinet with like a sort of nice wood effect vinyl all over it, which is actually in incredibly good condition. This top part of the cabinet, which you generally see I've seen on night moves before, gets really scuffed up and damaged from it moving about. This one's barely got any damage at all. It's in great condition. All of the metal hardware is in the tumbler. Everything all the screws, everything pretty much that came out of the cabinet, that's all in the tumbler at the moment. Hopefully that'll be done in the next couple of days. And then on top of Paragon over here are all the boards. So we quickly have a look round. So we've got the power supply boards and transistor driver boards. This one needs definitely. Well, I'm going to go through all of these and just reflow headers and stuff and just check them. This one actually needs another bit of work. I think it's that one. Yeah, you can, if I pan up, you can see that it's come away, so that needs sorting out. Lots of smaller pop bumper driver boards and other little boards from within the game. There's a transistor driver board over there. That looks in good condition. To be honest, the boards look great. This is the sound board, I think. You have to forgive me if I get some of these slightly wrong, but that's the sound board. And then we've got the main CPU board. When I took this out, it still had the battery, battery attached. And at first I thought, well, it doesn't look like there's any real damage, but on closer inspection, I'll remove the battery if this will focus. You can see I think there's been a bit of battery leakage, nothing too bad. You can see a bit of sort of furriness around some of the legs of those components. And on the bottom edge of this connector as well, it's a bit rough. So I could probably clean that up and fix it, but seeing as this game is going to be a keeper and I've been after one for a long while, I've decided to treat it. And I purchased a brand new 80B CPU board from Jim at My Pinballs that arrived last week. Looks fantastic. Can't wait to get it in there, to be honest with you. And it's got the night room. He did the night moves ROMs for me as well, so that is basically ready to go. So the game will have a brand new CPU board. All the other boards look okay, in really good shape. They're really clean. A little bit of work, bit of servicing work, and they should be good to go back in the game. So there's the transformer and associated power bits and bobs from out the bottom of the cabinet. This needs to get stripped down. This is probably the next job I'm going to do actually. So I'm going to strip this down. Obviously I need to sort out the ground mods, which is to remove these connectors here and tie them straight into the metal chassis. You can't really see because of the wiring. Let me show them. See that capacitor? Yeah, that looks like it's not in the best shape, so that needs to be removed and a new one got. I think with this I'm just going to clean it up, maybe a bit of black spray paint on the metal around the transformer, just tidy it up and give this a sort of, it's got like a rough finish to it, give it just a bit of a clean up, bit of a buff in just to make it look a bit better. Got the original fuse card in there, which is quite nice, that'll clean up alright. So I think this is the next job, tidy that up and get it ready to go back in the game. Then if I pan down here you can also see, here's the playfield. As I say, I've not really done anything with this yet, although I am going to start stripping the top side down, sort of in conjunction with doing the power board, I think, so I can start getting those bits and pieces cleaned up. There's already been some pictures of this on the Pinball Info forum. Looks in really good shape. Plastics look in good condition. Not really much wear at all to speak of, so it should clean up really, really nicely. Should have a really nice looking game. I'm going to put LEDs in this game. I think the theme really suits it, sort of nightclub theme. So I'll get some coloured LEDs going on in there. And again, if I can show on the back, difficult to see. Yeah, you can't really see much down there, but again, looks really clean. Probably not picking up on the video too well. So, but again, it'll all get stripped off the back. It will definitely get cleaned up, tumbled, and everything will be sorted out. And then the final bit of it is the glass top, which is sort of sitting over here out of the way. That just needs a bit of a clean up, and again, in really good condition, not really any scratches. That'll be one of the last things I'll get around to looking at though. So that's it for this video. As you can see, it's kind of starting out and stripping everything down. Hopefully on the next video, the plan is to get the bottom bit of the cabinet completely done before I start any major work on the playfield. I'd rather do them sort of one after the other, so I don't lose track of where I am. But I think I'm going to start stripping this down just so I can start getting the bits all sorted out. I will shoot another video quite soon, hopefully with once the tumbler's finished I can start putting the cabinet back together, and we'll shoot another video. There'll also be pictures up on the Pinball Info forum as well of progress with this one. So hope you enjoyed this video, and see you again soon.